Hello, friends. How are you? Hola, amiguitos. ¿Cómo están? ¿Listos para pintar el día de hoy? Are you ready to paint? So we meet every week at 2 p.m., every Thursday at 2 p.m. Central Time, because we want to have fun. We are in a place where we are trying to keep busy, keep calm, keep happy, keep positive. Every negative situation has a positive side to it. Everything we live in this life is a lesson, right? I share this, my story, because I am a former patient at St. Jude. So this situation that we live in right now reminds me when I was a patient and I was in isolation, and I invite St. Jude families to join me because I know that they're going through a lot right now. So, hi Cassie, how are you? Oh, Cassie, she is my sister-in-law. Well, soon to be. She is marrying my brother. So anyway, a lot of families are going through very difficult moments right now because they're not only dealing with cancer, but they're also dealing with this tough situation of being with this virus and trying to keep healthy. And I know how that is, even in a normal situation. Hola mama. Another tie day. They are going through, they're trying to keep their health, just having a compromised immune system already, and being in these scary moments is difficult. So I'm trying to make special moments. I'm trying to keep everyone together, happy, and sending positive vibes to the world, to the universe, so we can look at the positive side. And and with that state of mind, I think we can keep healthy and we can continue the best way possible. So let's get started. Today we are going to paint some flowers because Mother's Day is coming up, right? 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks, something like that. And so I want to be inspiring, and we're learning together. I am not saying I am an expert, but I love painting. I think it brings us all some peace of mind. Hi, Cassie. And I think that we can all do it together, right? Let's send a bouquet of flowers to maybe your mom, maybe in a couple of weeks, or maybe your grandma, or maybe someone you love, or you just want to send a card, get well card to someone you love, and just have fun. So let's get started. I'm going to show you a little bit about what we've done before. We've done some cheeks and some eggs and some rainbows for positive energy with a good message, everything will be okay message. So if you haven't watched that, watch on my recorded videos. You'll find them from 2 weeks ago. This is my third party. Can you believe that? I still feel very new. So forgive me if I'm still very new to this, but we will all make it happen together, right? So let me focus these. We're gonna be using some fun colors here. So this is more or less what I showed you last time, that we would do some flowers, some roses, and maybe we can make a bouquet. We're not gonna do the rainbow, we did that last week, but if you wanna add the rainbow later, I showed you last week how to make it a little bit, uneven like that, and give it texture. But it's up to you. You don't have to do it that way. But I thought it looked really pretty, so I just wanted to focus on it again, and then we can do it together. I was doing here some flowers and kind of doing the roses, so we can do them together. I had some music playing, and I want to make sure that we can have that. What's going on? It's not connecting? I don't know, maybe the internet. I hope it works. See. Well, that's weird. I don't know what happened to the music, but you just said it a minute ago. Well, it doesn't matter. We can do it without music, right? Okay, so I want to show you more or less what I'm doing. I have this, and I feel bad using it because I didn't tell you to bring it. And so if you have some painter's tape, it's good to tape your watercolor because if you tape the watercolor, it won't wrinkle as much. I mean, it doesn't. If you have watercolor paper, it shouldn't wrinkle that much. Like this one, I haven't used it before. I haven't told you to use it either, so we can do it. If you have it, do it. I'm not gonna do it this time because I didn't ask you to bring it, or to have it ready. Last minute too, I asked you to bring like a Sharpie pen, or you can use your marker. I told you really late, but if you have your black marker, use it. And we will be using it at the end, and because I'm going to show you some roses like this or something more simple for you to focus on, but I wanted to more or less do a sample. This is how we would start. So let me start from scratch with you, okay? I just want to use it as a reference, and you might not be able to see it very well. Hello everyone, Patti Mendoza. Hola, ¿cómo estás, Patti? ¿Cómo estás? Jennifer Vega, ¿cómo estás, Jenny? ¿Cómo está mi nene? Adi, ay, Adi, qué bueno que estás pintando. I'm so glad that you're painting, Adi. I love to see you guys here. I want you to make sure to tell me if you like it or not, okay? Send me likes, thumbs up, send me hearts, send me love. I love to see your interaction. I want you to tell me jokes too, if you like it, what you want to see, request what you want me to paint next time, and we can do it together, okay? All right, so let's get started. Let's start with the easy flowers, okay? I don't think I have the samples for that, but I'm going to show you how to do it. Very simple, because I told you no experience necessary. So to start with that, we're not going to do the bouquet yet. We're just gonna practice. So right here I have some colors already. We're using markers. So I'm gonna tell you how I have that. If you haven't joined me before, this is like a color I like very much. It's like a teal color. And I love to make flowers, this color. So the way I do it with markers, because not everybody has watercolors. And sometimes the watercolors are so faint. I think markers may give you a better hue of color. A little bit of a better. I was using Crayola markers before. These are Crayola too. I think this is the next step up. And I got them at Target. Really easy. Okay, so let's start. I would say use a medium size brush like this. And then you're gonna put some water in that ink of the marker to kind of water it down. It's still, even if it's the marker, even if you take the ink from the marker, it's not gonna be that dark. So don't worry about that, okay? We're gonna make some easy. We'll make circles and we kind of give it some texture like that, okay? Like that, up and down, up and down, up and down, okay? And we kind of, those are gonna be the petals. You let it dry. You can put more color. See how light that is? So you don't have to worry about it being too dark. So we'll put some more of that. Don't put too much water, okay? Because we'd rather put more later than too much at the beginning. We will work on how to use wet on wet, which is wetting your paper first and then using more water, but we're not doing that just yet, okay? We're doing dry paper and then your flowers. Another way to do it while that dries is making lines like this, lines, and you can kind of do it light and then press harder to make like daisy petals and then let go again, okay? So that will make it a little bit, like a little thicker in the middle. Jenny, you should paint too. Don't let just Addie do it. You can do it too. Come on, join us. This is for the whole family. Everyone. I want moms to join because as moms, we have tough times too. And these will relax all of us. See, so I'm painting kind of like thicker in the middle, smaller at the end, thicker in the middle, smaller at the end. We start little and then thick and then little again, like that, okay? That's a little bit bigger. I'm just showing you different types, okay? And then our next flower, let's add a little bit of, sometimes to add colors to this tone, I add it up here. And I don't know if you're using a plate, maybe you're using a plate. That makes it so much, sometimes easier, but it's, you know, up to us what we want to do. I want to add a little bit of a purple hint. So if I use this color, I like to experiment with colors myself. How about you? We can do it now with round, another round petals, maybe bigger. So we can do it like that, like that. See how different that looks? It's just thick all over, like that. Maybe a little bit more purple. And then like that. Ooh, looked a little bit purple. We can add the hint, it's okay. It's okay, like I've said before, and like Bob Ross says, it's a happy mistakes, right? Happy mistakes. That's not my phrase, Bob Ross, but I like it a lot, so we'll use it. So I love it when you can do that with watercolors, like combining colors like that. I think it's beautiful, and when it dries, it looks even better. So that's more or less the flower. Let's let it dry, and while that dries, we can work on the leaves, okay? So over here, I don't know if you can see, it looks really dark, but what I did here is I used this green, just a regular green, but I kind of, hey Adrian, hey, yay, I have no markers, ink. Oh, well, if you, Patty, if you don't have markers, then you can use watercolors, that's fine. If you have acrylic colors, you can also water it down and make it look like watercolors. So no worries, just use whatever you have, no big deal. In fact, if you have, well, I mean, you cannot do it with pencil colors, but just use whatever you have. We're having fun together. So with this green, I was gonna show you, you may not be able to tell very well, but I kind of changed the green tone because this green is like too green. I don't know how to say that, but I like to change the tone a little bit. So I added some yellow to it to make it, I didn't use it yet on this set, but I just wanted to give it a little bit of a different tone. So I just used some green. And so up here, I just have the yellow, and I'm adding a little bit of a green. So that way it's like a greenish, yellowish type of olive. And I do the same as I did these petals. You start little and you start bigger, and then little and big and little again. And there goes the leaf, some more leaves, and then that's just a way to practice drawing the leaves, like little and then big, and then of course these are thicker, so these are a little bit easier to do than the petals because you have a little bit more room for mistake. But you know, like I said, it's okay. And don't feel like you have to fill in the whole thing. I always say, you know, if you want to leave a little bit of white, that's beautiful with watercolors too. So that's a little bit of, you know, practice with the leaves. We're just practicing here before we do our bouquet. I was gonna say we were making a bouquet for either Mother's Day coming up, or because of it's being spring, or because you wanna give a card to someone you love, maybe a friend, maybe your mom, maybe your grandma, maybe you miss someone and you wanna send them a little happy. Another flower that we can do, I like the orange a lot, so, but my orange, you guys, it's it's the ink. Look at what happened to my finger. I don't know if you can tell, but look at that. I mean, I got it all over me because the ink is coming out. So I'm putting a little bit of here for my yellow, to use it a little bit with the yellow, since the yellow is too bright. And so that's why I have too much orange over here, because it kinda, a lot of it came out. Okay, so I'm gonna put a lot of yellow, more yellow than orange, because we want to make like a yellowish orange. I like to combine colors a lot, so it looks a little bit different than what it says. So this flower, we're gonna make it on this, it's like a tulip. So we're gonna start big and then small, like a leaf almost, to make it easy. And then you're gonna leave a little bit of a you're not gonna put it all the way in, like half of a flower. So this is a little bit more carefully done, okay, like that. And then another one on this side, okay? Makes sense? Just giving you options for your bouquet. And then with the green, and you can do it, sometimes for these, you can do it with a smaller brush like this. You can kind of do it like that. And then kind of like that. And then you make the leaf. You know? And make a little flower like that. Sometimes even just one flower on the card with a nice message, you know, I love you, Grandma, you know, it's really nice. And I'm sure she's going to appreciate it tremendously. Okay, so that's another flower. And you can make the leaves bigger, smaller. You know, I like these maybe a little bit bigger. There we go. There we go. And what we're gonna do too, we're gonna make some details. If you have your pen, your black pen like this, what we're gonna do is make some, well, this is kind of thick too. Let's see. It's like this fine pen right here. See that? That works great, but if you don't have it, you can use whatever you have. I'll show you with both. We're gonna make the, you know, details for the flowers. And you don't have to stay online, because that's the beauty of watercolors when they don't really match. And then you make the little dots in the middle. You can make some little lines like that. And then make the little details like that. And then you can make the stems and make the leaves. Some leaves can be on pen. Some leaves can be with watercolor. And you can put more than one leaf, and then make your message for your grandma. I keep saying grandma. You may have a friend you're sending this to. You know what I mean. Okay, and that's just a sample, but you can put more detail. I love polka dots, so I like more details. So I would probably do something like this myself. I love details inside the flowers. And with a little bit thicker marker, if you want, if you have that, you would use something like this. And then you can make that big stem, and over here you can make like that with the leaf in the background. See? You can go like that. Make a little bit of a grass over here. And you can put some yellow, like this is dry already, so you can put some yellow or some orange and combine the colors. You can always play with your little designs. And for this one, I would actually put some more into it too, some more darkness. You can either even put a different tone. Like if we put some purple in here, or you can barely tell, you don't really. You can see a little bit of the orange hue, just to show you. Since we have a lot of orange, we can do that. See? And then kind of play with that. And then for this one, am I going at the right pace, you guys? You tell me, okay? If you want faster, slower, whatever. Okay. This is a little bit of a bigger petals. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little bit different, like that, and then giving it a little bit of a different texture inside. And then this is a lip for this one. Pop, 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 pop. How about that? Is that fun or what? And then other details. That we can do. I don't know what the music is not playing, and I really wanted to show you that. Are, you know, just flourishes like that. It's really pretty. Just to kind of work on the empty spaces, kind of like that. I like to make hearts too, inside or outside, just to send the love, right? And then I like swirls. You guys know I love the swirls. And then another detail that you are able to do is different types of leaves. Like you can do like a little branch like that, and kind of, if you'd rather do it with your marker first and then you want to color it after, you can do that too. And you can do more than one, of course. These are just kind of fillers that, you know, I would do over here too, just kind of fill in the blanks. Okay. Another kind are you can do like little flowers on the side, like if you wanted to, well, this one, for example, if you wanted to fill it in, you know, we didn't fill it in. That. And then kind of like that. And then I like to put some polka dots like that. That's my signature usually on my flowers. I like to do a lot of dots to them, and then some swirls on the side. And then my leaf would have I'm not reading my comments. Hey Madison, how are you, sweetheart? I'm so glad that you're there. Michelle, hola, hola, hola todas. Oh, I'm so glad that you like it, Michelle. Okay, so, and then the rose is a little bit different. So the rose, let's do a rose. I'm gonna do it on this side, okay? Let's see, right here so you can see. Can you see right there? Okay. So for the rose, I would use, I would suggest to use, those roses are made with this, this is a little bit bigger, but if you wanna use a smaller one, it's fine. It's usually used for calligraphy, kind of, I mean, you can use it for anything, but you usually find it in your set of brushes. And what you do is, let's see if I can put a little bit more red into this orange to make it less similar to the yellow one, because I don't want to have a lot of orange here. I guess I'll be painting out tonight, painting, making a lot of cards for my loved ones. Are you liking it so far? Are you liking it? Okay. So, I have too much water already, so what you're gonna do is, like the leaves, you notice that the roses are really tight in the middle, right? So you have to be very careful. So at the beginning, you use just the very point. You have to do just a little bit of a backward C and then another C like that, okay? And then you have to fill in the gaps, like where you have the gap, you kind of have to go around it and kind of press a little bit more and then let go, just like that. And then press and let go. And it has to be a little bit tight so it looks right. And then now we have a gap here, so we have to start small and kind of press and let go. And then over here, the same, small, press and let go, okay? I hope that makes sense. And then again, small, press and let go. And you can do different type of pressure so it doesn't look all the same. And there it goes. I mean, that's all it is. And you can kind of work on your rose so it kind of looks right. I mean, that's one way to do it. There is different ways you can do your rose. I mean, some people rather start like this, tight in the middle, and then kind of work them like a swirl type of thing, you know, and then make it a little bit tighter and looser and looser, and then thicker and thicker, kind of letting go here and there, you know, and it's fine to do it like that too. You know, it's up to you. Does that make sense? Kind of fill in the gaps, and that's how it is. So you can make them in different ways, and I left a lot of white on that one, and those gaps can be, you know, filled in, you know, with your brush, kind of play with it. We're gonna come back to them later because we need to, you know, give it some shadow or there we go. Play with it. How is it coming along? Patty, I don't know how to do that. Hey, just try. It's good to try. Just trying is a great start. Okay, so are you ready to make your bouquet? Because otherwise it may be too late. We have a half an hour, so we can make a cute bouquet. You ready? So what I was gonna do is I'm going to do a card. So I cut one of the pieces of, I did cut one of the pieces in half, or you can fold it, and that way you can send a postcard, or you can send just a complete card with a message inside. You can do it however you want, and just be creative. I think that's the fun part here, right? To be creative. So what I'm gonna do is, usually the sets of 3 can work right, you know, just to make your design, or you can make a big one or whatever you want to do. I'm thinking of a bouquet, so I'm gonna make a set of 3. And you can choose your favorite flower to make your set. And please share with me once you're done, because I look forward to seeing your designs. I guess I'm gonna have to do an orange set of roses, because I have a lot of orange. I tried to make it red, but I don't think it's working. I don't think, let me try this red, maybe with this red. This is the other Crayola ones that I started with. So you always can combine. What you do is you take your marker and then you just kind of wet the ink and play with it. So since I have some orange in my brush, it's going to pick up the orange hue and combine it with this red. Well, it's kind of like a pinkish red now that I see it closely. Yikes. Well, I hope the color comes out fine. Okay, so I'm thinking of doing, I'm kind of visualizing, I can make a little bit of a mark. With your pencil, make a very small mark, more or less, so you have an idea. Oh, well, this is it's not very dark, and precisely because you don't want it to be too dark, right? You don't want to be able to see those lines. But it'll give you an idea of where to start and how big to get, so you don't get too big. So you start doing your design. Let's see. So, okay. And then see more of the orange there. Where's my, okay. So you start thin, and then press, and then let go. Again, thin, press, and let go, okay? Thin, press, and let go. Thin, press, and let go. All right, there goes one. Thin, thin. Over here is very thin in the beginning because they're really small lines. It's very tight. The rose is very tight, so you want to start really, really tight, and then you kind of work your brush around it and your thickness, and it can be different thicknesses. Like I said, you can play with that. And don't worry, sometimes with mistakes you will make beautiful mistakes and you're like, oh my god, I want to do that again. So don't worry too much about making mistakes. I am a warrior, that's why I say that. I'm sure you're doing a beautiful job. I'm a warrior. I always worry. Ask my mom. I worry all the time. It's not good for your health, so don't worry if you don't have to. It's not worth it. Okay, I'm just kind of playing with the color here. We'll play with the color later. There is plenty of opportunity to play with color. So if you can, I would love for you to share your flowers with me, or your art with me, whatever rainbows or chicks or eggs that you make, share them with me, because I'd like to know how much you like it. I want to know about requests. Tell me about your requests. If you want me to paint something with you, I would love to know what you like to focus on. And we continue to have fun together, right? All right. Man, it makes me so sad that I cannot play my music with you. Music It's part of our vibrations, our energy. I love music. How about you? Okay. We are working on the outer petals of that rose for our bouquet here. Okay, so, oh, you don't put the brush with the marker, hello. All right, so, now we're gonna work, while that dries, I'm gonna let it dry a little bit more, and we're gonna do the leaves because that's the next bigger item in the flower. So use your brush, your dryer will make sure that the color is gone. You can tell, you know, the residue of the brush. Make sure that it's grabs its color again. Try to use another glass of water or cup of water with clean water, so that way you don't have residue on the water. It can mess up your paint, especially watercolor. So I'm gonna use this green that I mixed with the yellow to make my leaves. See how now that they're dry a little bit more, look at the difference of the green with the yellow. It kind of gives it that hue. It's not so green hue. Okay, and then so we're gonna make some leaves, let's say here, okay, because a bouquet, and we may have some flowers, some leaves, sorry, here, and then you can play with the water where it goes. I like it to be on the side. Maybe the water should be on this side. And then we can make another leaf over here. And then more leaves. Maybe I'll make a little leaf over here. You can make different size leaves. They don't have all to be the same. There we go. Well, we're doing this again for the kids of St. Jude because we love them so much. Okay, I need some more. So again, like the way I did it was I grabbed the green, not the teal green, just the green. green. Should I say it more? Green. Okay, here's some green. And I'm gonna put more yellow this time. And my yellow, I was saying the last time, is so bright. It doesn't seem like it, but it's so bright. It's like a highlighter. You can see here. It's like look at that, a highlighter. It's crazy. So I always have to be careful when using this yellow because it really stands out. It looks like I'm drawing with a highlighter. Okay, so let's make another leaf. I want to make another design right there, so another flower maybe. So I'm going to leave it, maybe another one here. Just to give a different tone. You know, sometimes when you make grayish blue leaves, they look beautiful too. I mean, believe it or not. So beautiful. I'm still gonna use this color for other stuff, so okay, Man, it got really green in here. So I clean my marker so it doesn't leave, they're not dirty after that. Because if you put the brush, when you're combining colors, it can get really, really dirty. Okay, I'm going to use this gray. I'm gonna show you this gray. I really like it for some details. So let's use that one. I'm gonna continue using this, or I also like to use this one a lot. It's more round, but it's up to you. You can try and see how you feel, how it works. You don't have to, just if you want to. So I'm going to make, as you see, it's a big one in the middle, and then two, oh, sorry, oh, you weren't looking. Two little ones in the side, or maybe even a smaller one, and then a long one in the middle, okay? So let's try doing that. If it works, it works. Don't worry too much about it. So I'm gonna make a small one right here, and then a bigger one in the middle. We're gonna go over with a pen or with your marker afterwards. So remember, it's okay if it's not perfect right now, because you can make it look better with the detail later. So don't worry, be happy. There's a little wrong I wrote. It doesn't always have to be a set of three, like a three. I'm gonna leave those two there, and then maybe I can make maybe another set right here, and then another one right here, and then maybe a little one over here. It's just to make the sign, remember, just to make it cute. Then we can make a flower. Let's see, what other flowers did we talk about? Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell you, because we're doing this for St. Jude, I encourage you to post them. If you post them, always put for St. Jude. You know, this party is for the kids of St. Jude because we love them so much and we wish them well. We want them to be healthy, and we want them to be good. So we want to send good vibes, and St. Jude, you know, we need all the support we can. All right, so we're gonna make some flowers. How about we make, I wanna make one of those, but maybe that'll be only with the detail. I'm kind of debating here what I wanna do. I'll make a little, let's make little flowers. I'm gonna make tiny ones, so I'm gonna use my very small brush just to make tiny, tiny blue flowers, okay? Like teal, make like that, like little daisies, kind of. Remember, these doesn't have to be daisies, or they don't have to be anything. We are making abstract flowers too, so I'm putting more ink here to make it maybe a little bit darker, some a little bit darker. We'll make a set of 3, 2. And you can make any flower you want, remember. You have a choice of which ones to make, and I encourage you to experiment leave some blanks because we're gonna play with the details too, so you wanna have space for more details with your pen. Just wanna make sure that your colors are spread out, and I love colorful images or paintings. I'm making just little dots here. Just for fun. Always try new things, right? Why not? That's the fun of art. Have fun with what we do. Okay, now we're on with the pen details. So you can use your marker, or you can use a fine pen. Any pen you have, even if it's not, you know, if it's just a regular pen, that works too. Don't worry about it. It comes out. So we go around it with the details. Okay. Like that. Okay. Okay, that. This one is backwards, so we're doing the veins backwards. How's everyone doing? Yes, you can do, Patty, you can do it any way you want. Yes, whatever works. They are really small. Yeah, exactly. You like the stars right there. Let me show you a little bit closer. Sorry, maybe I should have done this before. I'm so sorry. There you go. So it's kind of like that. Does that make sense? And then I'm just adding the details with my leaves like that. And then these little details over here. This one over here. And this one I only did 2, but I can make the 3rd one just by itself over here. Don't go over the pen if it's not dry yet, and I should have said that. But mine are almost dry, and that's why I'm doing it. Oh shoot, I should have said that. I hope I didn't mess up your painting because I didn't say it. But it is surely better if you do it once it's dry. And then here, see, I kind of messed up on that one. And see, you can kind of fix it with your pen. But this could have been just your practice sketch. So just practice, and they will come. It'll come to you. That's what I love about this. You can make the flowers like stars, so you can make them a little bit more square. It's up to you. I love this square looking flowers. Any way they work for you. And then the roses. Are you enjoying this so far? Yes, of course. Yes, make as many hearts as possible. I love hearts. I'll make one in a second in my details. So do them before, do them after. I want to see how it looks. It's good to have a blow dryer or a heater, not a heater, a blow dryer kind of. It's like a blow dryer for the art. They sell them. They're little and makes it very easy to dry your art on the go. That way you don't have to wait for it to dry. Okay. All right. Okay. Almost done. And sometimes even after you're done, you can even, why is it saying that it's playing here? But it's not. That was it's so weird. It's not playing. I don't know. What I was gonna say is, for example, on these ones, I played with the marker itself, and lo que hice fue jugar con el marcador, and I made the details with the marker itself. See, so you can do that. If you don't have the pen, you can just play with your markers and the colors and give it more contrast. And that's really pretty too. So some of the details that I like to do without any paint underneath. Oh, here's another flower. Like the hearts, Michelle, like you were saying, like that. Oh, see, I'm using another pen, so now it looks different. Some hearts. Some hearts. I love hearts. I just love. Like that. Then another one over here. And you make them organically able to fill in the spaces where you have them. Okay, and my swirls that I love, you can just kind of make them go with the flow. Okay, so you're working with your curves. So for example, in this heart right here, the flow goes like that and that like sideways outward. So you kind of work with those lines and kind of and then over here you have another heart. And then you have these lines over here too, like the raindrops, and so I'm going to do that. And then you have these going the other way, so you kind of go with those. Can you tell? Oh, kind of. Like that, kind of. See, I like how some details go. I'm gonna do a leaf right here. And you can, these are, you know, more like a flat flowers design, and that way makes it easier sometimes to work with, depending on, you know, sometimes it's harder when you have like a horizon. And then don't forget, you have to sign it on the side. You sign it, and you let me know how you like it. If you want more detail, you can always go back with your markers and say, this is a little bit more pink, and this is the pink that I use for this hue of orange. So I can always go back and work with the little shadows and kind of, I'm not pressing too much, you know. You can do that, you know. I'll give it more of a more depth, like that. You can, for more detail, you know, if you want, with the orange, well, I cannot use my orange. Well, I can use the other side. These markers are two-sided. You know, this side is the one that is not working very well. I don't know if this side is. Yeah, it looks like it's much better. So I'll use some of that for this outside. But I may do the pink because it's kind of like a pinkish orange, this one. Do some more here. So I can do some, give it the pinkish tint. You can work with the details like that. If that makes sense. Am I making sense in this class? I'm not talking Spanish this much in this class. Casi no hablo español esta vez. Mil disculpas. Mil disculpas a los que hablan español, que casi no hablo español esta vez. You don't have to do every leaf, but I'm just kind of playing with this. Since I started with one rose, I just wanted to do the details on the rest. Okay? Did you like that? Hearts, you can go around and kind of, just to give it a little bit more of the hearts deserve their own love too, right? So I'm just putting some color on the hearts. Although my red is not very bright because I took the ink away when I tried to combine it with the orange. I had so much orange. How did you like it? Did you like this class? Did you enjoy it? Send me some likes, some hearts. Do you want this? Keep doing these parties? Tell me about it. I'm looking forward to seeing you again next week. We will probably, I'm trying to see if my brother joins me because I want to have a surprise activity if he does, something that has to do with your imagination, creativity, for those kids who are on this, for those moms too, everyone. And then we can also work on some, I don't know, we'll see what's coming up, but you know, Mom's Day is coming too, so we can do some hearts maybe and some more designs. But join us. So join, show me your work, and remember, tag for St. Jude or Painting with Taide, Pinta con Taide, Paint with Taide. And let me know how you like this, okay, to continue them. I love you all very much. May you have a blessed day. I love doing this with you. I love it that you're joining me, and I hope that to continue doing this together, okay? See you next time. Hasta la vista. Nos vemos pronto. Bye.